welcome everyone to the Three Grandmas podcast. Did you see that lock-in? Like that immediate? Oh, I kind of killed that. I was like straight away as soon as it hit. Welcome guys to the Three Grandmas podcast.
Hi.
Cataclysmic lock-in.
Didn't see you there.
Oh wow, are you on screen? You should. You came in here. Well done, guys. Well done. We're talking about a Best Picture nominee. This is a Best Picture nominee. F1.
Yeah.
F1.
Crazy, right?
It's definitely a movie that was nominated for Best Picture.
For Best Picture, yes.
That's a thing.
This is gonna be the weirdest Best Picture nominee I've ever encountered. Well, besides maybe like Green Book, which actually won. But this is So this is a movie directed by a friend of the show, Joseph Kosinski. Obviously, there are some people in this on this show that might be a little bit of a fan of this director. Maybe a little bit.
Might be.
I'm a fan of this director because I really like Oblivion and
Tron Legacy
and Top Gun Maverick.
Is he just like an AI software large language model that the studio got to become a director and they just gave him a name? Because I sometimes think he's kind of like an M.
He is very workmanlike. I think his movies are very well constructed. I'll give him that.
He knows his CGI. He knows his CGI for sure.
He knows his camera movement. He knows how to make something look cinematic. I think he's a very cinematic director.
Bruckheimer produced this too, and he's obviously an action movie cinematic hero, right?
Mm-hmm. Produced by Lewis Hamilton. Produced by him, not executive produced. He produced. He was on set. He was arranging stuff. I mean, he was in the movie. Also, he was in the movie.
Technical
which
guy.
is very funny. So he wasn't just like giving money to this movie. Like he was a producer. Like he did work on this movie as a producer. Lewis Hamilton, the race car driver.
Can we get the meeting notes to find out what he actually did though? Before we
That's what
I'm saying?
Know. That's what I want to know because I would have expected executive producer, which is basically just a money guy.
You got this stuff in here. Yeah, I know. But that's the thing about titles in Hollywood. You can make the title anything you want, and it really doesn't.
You can't because
there's no rules. There's no regulations.
Yes, there is rules. There's the Directors Guild of America, the Producers Guild of America. Did you know if you don't write 50% of any draft, if you don't write more than 50% of any draft of a script for a movie, you don't get credit as written by. So if you write like 30% of the script, you don't get written by.
A producer, what is the definition of the word producer?
I'm gonna have to look it up.
It can mean anything from the writer to the money guy to the man who got all the business. Usually it has to do with business administration.
That's the executive. Right? The executive producer is more like the business guy. They normally
and sometimes there's like crossover though, right?
Yeah, but a producer, like if you just get a producer credit, I'm pretty sure the Producers Guild of America has pretty strict guidelines, and I'm pretty sure you have to be on set. I'm pretty sure that you have to have arranged certain things. I think you have to be there in the casting process. So it's weird that Lewis Hamilton got a producing credit on this instead of an executive producing credit. So I wonder what work he actually did.
Well, I was worried about this movie because I've seen movies like this. Like FIFA made a movie they made a trilogy called Goal, The Dream Begins, which was kind of like this setup, but horrific, like comedically bad, right? And it follows a young football player through all the different Real Madrid and World Cup. And because they're in conjunction with the licensing, they can do all the cool shit like this movie does. And I think F1 Racing has done an excellent job with their licensing because they have that wonderful Netflix show and they have this, which was actually, in my view, very competent and fun to watch.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I was worried about this movie because I feel like we've gotten so many racing movies lately. We got Ford versus Ferrari, we got Ferrari, and then we also got Gran Turismo, which came out as well. So I remember watching this trailer and being like, oh, it's another racing movie that's coming out. But this is the only. Well, Ford v Ferrari did get a Best Picture nomination. Like cards on the table. I loved Ford versus Ferrari. I thought that film was really well done, really well written.
Yes.
The other reason I was worried about this movie is because so Top Gun Maverick came out. Obviously, that film is fantastic. I think Joseph Kosinski does a really good job. I think he's a really good director. But like, if you read the story of how that movie got made, so that movie went through so many script iterations. Starting with, it was written by like Ehren Kruger, Christopher McQuarrie, who makes the Mission Impossible movies, and that's why Tom Cruise is in it. Obviously, he's in it because it's Top Gun as well, but obviously he got Christopher McQuarrie. But basically, the script was a mess, and then Christopher McQuarrie had to come on and rewrite the script, basically script doctor it, fix it. And then that's why the movie came out so competent, is because he's a really good writer. But the other credited writer on that movie is a man named Ehren Kruger. Ehren Kruger, who is a writer who's been a thorn in my side pretty much since I've started watching movies.
Does he know about you? Are you a thorn in his side as well? He probably does.
But he wrote Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. He wrote Transformers Dark of the Moon. He wrote Transformers Age of Extinction, which is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. He wrote the Ghost in the Shell.
Not the live action Ghost in the Shell.
The live action Ghost in the Shell.
God help us all.
He wrote the live action Dumbo. He wrote.
Not live action Dumbo.
Yeah. He wrote The Brothers Grimm, which also really bad movie, and he wrote the worst Scream movie, which is Scream 3. The only movie that I can see that I actually like by him is The Ring, and obviously Top Gun Maverick. But as I said, like if you read the production notes on that movie, like that movie got completely reworked.
He's more of a salesman than a scriptwriter, JC. He's somebody who they bring in to sell movies that they know are going to be on DVD and make long-term sales, action movies, like movies that they can just like shovel, right?
Yeah, but like he also just has this really weird like writing style, like the way that his characters interact is so goofy. I find like in all the Transformers movies have some of the worst like humor ever. And same with the Brothers Grimm. Like that movie's humor is just like.
Do you think they make it for adolescents and that's why it's like that, or do they make it like that for a particular reason? Do you think they like use like fucking software to determine like what the grade level of reading their audience is or some shit?
I think he just thinks he's funny. I think he thinks that he can cook. Like I think he thinks he's like.
Oh no, that's the worst.
That's what I feel like, and
he's also a multimillionaire now because of all these movies. He believes it in his heart.
But what I'll say about this movie is there are like I want to get into the writing later because I actually want to talk about the stuff that I really like about this movie. But I want to first ask Time, why did you pick this movie? What's your relationship to this movie? Talk about Joseph Kosinski as well. Like reiterate, blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying.
My official statement on Joseph Krasinski. Krasinski. Is I don't care because today I will not be talking about F1. I'm doing an about face. It is all about Pan and MJ's birthday. Guys, congratulations. Happy birthday, MJ and Pan. Congratulations.
I don't celebrate MJ's birthday. I celebrate Pan's birthday. We don't acknowledge. She was hatched
the day
in an egg, so she doesn't have
and I held her when she was born.
Did they get a
that was a magic trick.
Yeah. Well,
my God.
Real quick, before I get to the thing. When they were born, the first batch, they were the first batch. Like Gremlins, the first batch.
Yeah.
And they came out. Before this, I was like, oh my God, my Mima was pregnant, my cat. So I like an expecting father, I picked up a book, What to Expect When You're Expecting, the cat version.
Really?
I'm looking at all these things, looking at all these things, whatever. And it said, when they're born, don't touch them. They need to bond with their mom, Yeah. I said, okay. So the first one came out, which my best friend Andrew has. He came out and I let him, do his thing, just whatever. And the second one came out. That was MJ. And I saw her and I was like, what's wrong with her? She has a face that looks like a little monkey. She's so cute. I immediately picked her up and I held her in my hands and I said, this is the one we're keeping. Because we're only going to keep one. I go, this is the one we're keeping. This is mine. This is my little girl.
She bonded with you.
She bonded with me and she fights with her mom all the time. Her mom hates her. So I think that's why.
Yeah, because you fucked up her development cycle, and that's why she's a Roman Polanski film.
And she takes after
IRL.
Me. She's very moody. She's very judgmental. She hates people, just like me. So,
yeah, that sounds
that was
just
funny.
like you.
Yeah.
Like father like daughter. That's adorable.
Yes, thank you.
Do you lick your own vagina too?
Sometimes from time to time I have to. Yeah, it gets dirty.
You guys are exactly the same.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I know. I can tell.
Joseph, what's his last name?
Kaczynski.
The only Jay Keezy. The only thing I know about him, I know that he did. I looked up the thing. He did Oblivion. He did Top Gun Maverick. He did other movies. I only know him from Tron Legacy. So that's all pretty much. That's the start and stop of my JK.
I'm an Oblivion defender. I think Oblivion's pretty good.
I've heard it's good. Yeah,
it's good.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's underrated. If you don't watch the trailers, because it's like we're now we're so separated from the movie now that like I feel like if you don't watch the trailers, it's a much better experience.
Yeah, I don't remember the trailers at all. Yeah,
it's a vibe. It's a vibe. The music and the visuals really work together. It's a slow burner, and it's interesting.
Tom Cruise also, right?
Yeah. Tom Cruise also.
I'd like to see that again. I haven't seen it in a minute.
I've heard good things about Oblivion. I've heard nothing but
it's like
immense
underrated
praise for Top Gun Maverick. And then this one, I had heard it's pretty good. F1. Obviously, I'm biased because I love Tron Legacy, but that's all I have to go off of. But yeah, I've heard just crazy amounts of praise, crazy amounts of just like hype, not praise, hype for F1 and how it's good. But the people that also told me tend to kind of lean towards watching F1. Right. Which I look down on you as a person if you do watch F1.
Gearheads.
Well, I wanted to go into like talking about F1 as well.
This movie did hit at the right time. I will say that.
You think so? I feel like it's a bit late. I feel like it's a little bit late. Yeah, because I feel like
it's still kind of going.
You reckon? Because I felt like the zeitgeist of F1 was like a couple of years ago when like.
Do you know
Netflix,
why that happened?
Netflix show.
Like why it got popular? Because I
don't.
The
Netflix show.
There's a Netflix show. Oh, I didn't know it was a Netflix show.
They follow the whole season. It's like a really good like
it's like
behind
Hard
the
Knocks?
scenes.
It's not all
like Hard Knocks, except like the real series. Like so they're following the live shit, and then it's filmed beautifully, and
it's like it's great as well. That
but good.
Wait, the Welcome to Wrexham with Ryan Reynolds and Robin Kimmerer.
Right.
Yeah.
Was that real or is that scripted?
No, it's real.
It's real.
Oh, for some reason I thought it was scripted.
But that's ass. That show's ass.
I think it's good. My parents really like it. I don't know.
Okay, well, I'm telling you, the F1 is how you do it and the way they do it. It's very It's very short. The episodes are too short, and there's too much commercial shit. And like, as soon as they get into the good parts, which is like the live action of the field and the players, and then it's over already. And then on to the next thing. It's like it needs to be long if you're going to do a documentary type show, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, with F1, like I never watched the Netflix series, but I do understand like the appeal of it. I think my main issue is when you actually watch the race, it's like 100 cars that look identical to each other, and there's like little tiny moments that where there's a little bit of excitement, but it's like 2 hours of nothing.
Yeah,
and just like you can't see the drivers' faces. You like nothing. Like you hear them every now and then go, "Oh, I need a pit stop" or something like that, and it's like so. And I don't like sports where you have to do a lot of homework. Like I think I don't like if you have to go outside of it and look into what's Ferrari doing with their car. Like in between, it's like. No, I can't be bothered with all of that nonsense.
Yeah, they're not all the same cars. They're all different. They have different things, and
yeah, but they look identical.
Yeah.
Well, it's cool for people who love it because then you can go as deep as you want. Like you deep dive like into any of the fucking cars and any of the racers, and like there's so much lore and technical. Like it's like baseball. You can like get fully invested in it, and that's really cool too. Because
that's kind of how I kind of viewed. Or how I kind of view racing, because a lot of people say baseball is boring, but it's not. But that's just that's how I kind of feel like with racing. Like racing's boring, but I think you have to be into it and be like invested. Yeah. But I don't
get it. Can be like that, and it's like technical stuff can have so many levels.
And like I'm not, this movie is very exciting. I think the way that they present the races is very exciting. Like with the the announcers and everything, like they're very they're very charismatic and stuff, but I'm pretty sure if you go to a F1 race, you don't have them over the loudspeaker yelling like that. It's like
it's just like any sport is like that.
So I feel like this is kind of overselling F1 a little bit, this movie, but I mean it is I think it is competently directed. I think my main issues with this movie. No, let's get to the good stuff first. So I'll get to my issues later. I think let's get to the good stuff. I think Brad Pitt is pretty good in the main role. He's there's moments, there's like scenes where he's outside the car where he's off his game, man. Like he's off his game, and I don't know if you agree with that, but there's that one scene. Yeah, go ahead.
My issue with Brad Pitt is the same issue I've had that I've said a million times. He doesn't do anything. He's just Brad Pitt.
You're wrong.
He's just Brad Pitt.
Such a versatile actor. He's
just playing Brad Pitt. By the way, this is not a knock on him because I love him. If he just acts like Brad Pitt every movie, I don't care. I like him. He's charismatic. It's
think you're wrong
for me. It's
passive. I really do think you're wrong.
And he does this weird thing where he goes like that. He's like his bottom part of his mouth goes forward, like almost like a pug. And I've noticed he hasn't always done that.
No, I think it was a choice for this movie.
It's since Inglourious Bastards, he's done that.
Yeah, I think
I don't know why.
he decides when he does it, and sometimes he does. I don't think he does it in a film like Bullet Train. Like I'm pretty sure he doesn't do that.
He does it in I don't remember. He does it in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. He does it that.
He does, yeah. That's part. But I feel like that's part of Cliff Booth's character. Like I think he makes choices of when he does that and when he doesn't.
I loved him in this movie. I'm not saying bad.
Yeah, I mean, being Steve McQueen, he's trying to be classic Le Mans era Steve McQueen. And like, I love what I do like about his performance. He does a lot of facial acting in this that I really like, because like his character can't communicate about his trauma. And so there's a lot of scenes when he's talking with his love interest, Kate Condon, who's beautiful and gorgeous. And
I always mistake
too.
for
she was in Breaking Bad. She was Airman Trout's friend who was raising the daughter of his slain buddy. She's really good in this. And like I feel like he can't communicate, and like he does a lot of like trying to communicate how he's feeling through his face, and I think he was effective in this. And I think he did I think if he wasn't in this movie, it would not have been anywhere near as good.
But I think
in my view, I feel like he did his job as being a stoic journeyman. No bullshit. Wise. Fucked up. So he's taking more chances. He's self-destructive, right? But he's also highly capable, and that's a complicated, interesting character. And he's also a man's man. But like Brad Pitt plays guys who don't yap. They're guys who just like, that's right. Like
gets down to business.
The reporter's trying to provoke him in the press conference. He's like, "You were divorced." He's like, "Yep.
It's like
and then he's giving him the face. He's like,
It's like Bob Dylan it's like Bob Dylan in interviews where he just like gives them absolutely nothing like to go off of.
Because he knows he's trying to trigger him, and he's not going to give him that. And he's telling him with his face, "I know what you're trying to do, and I don't give a fuck. So I'm going to agree to everything you're saying." And like he keeps cooking the press that way, and that's.
It's like I don't know if you've seen Tom Hardy in interviews as well. There was a guy that asked him he just straight up asked him if he was a homosexual, and he's like, is that really you're asking me that? And he's like, yeah, I'm asking you that. And he says, why? And then he just leaves it at that. And it's like, it's so good. Lou Reed as well. Like Lou Reed was very famous in interviews for being very, very like just man of few words. It's
Don't
good.
Get pressed. Don't get pressed by the press is what the rule is.
But I do agree with you guys. I think Brad Pitt really holds this movie together. I do really like the other guy as well, Damson Idris. But I feel like there are some scenes where there's a scene after a race where he gets really angry at him, and I just don't buy it. Like do you know what I'm saying? Like I just think Brad Pitt. I'm talking about.
I don't think he was.
I'm talking about Brad Pitt. Yeah.
Brad Pitt.
Yeah, where he gets angry at the other guy, and I don't think he sells it. I think he kind of was
which scene is this one?
Blazing.
Is that when he pushes him?
I think it's after the first race where he
when they're arguing in the hallway and he's like telling them, "Don't worry about the press." Yes. I think he's just trying to show him how to stay under control, because the other kid is like emotional, and I think like the journeyman is trying to like keep his shit together.
I agree. I understand the scene. I just don't think Brad Pitt delivered the lines very well in that scene. And there's a few other scenes where I kind of felt that. There's that scene at the end where he says, "Well, we can't win if we don't try, and he doesn't deliver the line with any like you know,
conviction.
It felt very like he was forced to say it. Like there's scenes where it felt like he was forced to say the lines that my man.
I just think he's trying to like keep a stoic vibe the whole time. I think he's trying to keep that in that gear. He's trying to stay in that gear. But
that's what I'm saying. Is like he has that cool. I think that's when he's good. But then there's moments where he has to be like, where he has to do the, you know, the like he's the hero of the story and he's got the moral message, and then he just delivers it, and he doesn't deliver it well. Yeah. But that's like a few. I think it's also a writing problem, but we'll get to the writing problems with this.
I do want to go back to what Prag was saying about Brad Pitt's facial expressions. They were top notch. Like when he was like showing like the trauma, and when he was like freaking out, when he was leaned over the car, when he was in the thing, and like
JC's
like
right
JC's
behind his
thing,
eyes right there.
all you have is like this.
He does an amazing job.
He did so much with just that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Is I think his performance is like a mixed bag for me. Like it's fantastic at some moments, and other moments I'm like, he's not really selling this. That's kind of where I'm at with that performance. But I want to talk like Joseph Kosinski. We know like he's a very visual director. I think the cinematography in this movie is fantastic. Like just the racing sequences look incredible. I love whenever they do that, like the quick pan, like where it's like it's the front view of it's the side view of the car, and then it'll flip, and then it'll cross over to his face, and then it'll cross back. It's fantastic. You're gonna hate me for saying this. It's very Ryan Johnson-esque, but because he does that all the time in his movies, is the quick pan, the quick 90-degree pan. It's constant. But though they do that in the car in this movie, and I love it. I love it every time they did it. It just looked awesome. And just the racing sequences look great. But yeah,
and like the good storytelling and the action sequences, because you can have beautiful action sequences, but if they don't have a narrative and a story, and there's so many big race pieces in this where they're long, they're like 25, 28-minute full action scenes, and they have to convey to an audience that doesn't understand strategy and tactics in F1 sometimes like what's going on and what the strategy and the tactics are between the two drivers, and how one is trying to like stop the other cars so the other one go forward, and the changing the tires. And do you think they were effective in explaining to the average person like what the fuck's going on with it?
Really effective, because
that's credit to F1, because now more people who see this are going to be like, oh, maybe I want to watch this, maybe this really is interesting, or they go to the series on Netflix next. And
well, I want to say, like, we always talk, like, I feel like a good adage is talking about like Hitchcock and how he like he has this theory about tension, where like tension comes from knowledge. Like tension doesn't come from the fear of the unknown. It comes from the fear of the known. Basically, if you have a bomb. Like if you have two people talking at a desk and you have a bomb underneath the desk, there's more tension in the scene if you know the bomb's ticking and you know it's there, compared to if you don't, if it's like a surprise. For example, there's more tension if you understand where the tension's at.
Tension and release.
I think this
like before
movie
you nut.
Yeah.
Right, JC? It's more exciting when you're nice and hard.
Yeah.
It's just like all of a sudden you just blow in your pants and you don't know why.
Yeah, it's exactly like that, Prag. Yeah. But no, I think this movie does a really good job of, before like the tension-filled scenes happen, explaining what's going on. Like through the announcers, through the people in the pits. Like they do a really good job of like succinctly just explaining what's happening so we get that tension, we get that drama. And before the scenes, we learn so much about the characters beforehand, so we know what their motivations are when the scene's happening. So you're like, oh, they're going to make this decision, or maybe are they going to make this decision, etc., etc., etc. I think that's what I'm going to shout out my man Aaron, who, like I said, has been a bane of my existence until this movie. But no, I think he did a really good job in the action scenes. I think he wrote those action scenes. I think he did a lot of research about F1, and he did a lot of research about.
The hell of a come up to be nominated for a best picture.
I know,
and you're part of the writing team from the fucking shit that you were directing before, Ryan. So like, congratulations on like getting good.
Aaron,
what did you say? Aaron. I'm sorry, Ryan. Yeah, Aaron. Shout out to Ryan.
I think Top Gun Maverick was nominated for Best Screenplay, so he's already gotten that Oscar.
Okay.
But again, I attribute a lot of that movie to Christopher McQuarrie coming in and fixing it. But was this movie nominated
Best Picture's
for...
a step ahead too, though.
Yeah, yeah. Maverick was nominated for Best Picture as well. But I think was this movie nominated for Best Screenplay? I hope not.
It got nominated for four Oscars.
Yeah, let's have a look.
Best Picture, Best Film Editing, Best Sound, Best Visual Effects.
That's what it's going to win. Sound and visual effects.
Editing
the studio
as well.
Paid to have it included in the list. It knows it's not going to win Best Picture, but Apple really wants this to fucking go. So
I think Avatar's going to win Best Visual Effects. Unfortunately, unfortunately. I think that movie looks amazing,
the sound,
but the sound and editing, like there's sequences.
This one could get shut out. This one could get shut out for sure, though.
Yeah, I think the editing in this movie is fantastic. Like, there's that sequence where they're finishing, I think, the second race of the movie, and like the crowd is like,
and the fireworks.
No, but when the crowd is doing their waves and it cuts and they're doing this, it was so good.
Great use of filters and stuff too, and like every race had a different like thematic
feel.
What are we talking about? Like the aesthetics of the lines and the color scheme was different. Like I loved how they differentiated each one to make them almost like a video game, right? Like it felt like a different level, right? And I would love to play just like a straight up video game version of this movie, but like with extended, but like even with more narrative. Like I like there's this game called Grid Racers that has more narrative structure, and like if you enjoy the narrative part of this and the team and the check out that one. It's usually free on
Need for Speed
Plus, and
that's a terrible.
Yeah, but like movie. Grid Racers is even more like tuned into this vibe, like the teams and the drama. It's like got an RPG vibe to it, and I'm not really a racing game fan, but I really fuck with that one.
And I like I really like the camaraderie around among the team as well. I like how they build up and you kind of see that visually as more people join him running on the track. And there's more people every time. Like that's some good visual storytelling as well. He wears odd socks. That speaks to me. I wear odd socks. Like I don't give, and I think that says a lot about him. Like he kind of doesn't. He doesn't think about like the aesthetics of things. He just thinks about the practicality of.
What is the odd sock? Tell me about your odd socks. Like you go out of your way to find. You just grab two socks and put them on. Whatever they are is what they are. Right?
Yeah, just whatever's it. Like I don't put them together when I wash them.
Okay, I understand the patterns can be different, but can they two different socks? Like they came in two different pairs and two different companies?
No, I always make sure they're the same length. Like I think that's crazy, but
that would fuck with me because the texture would be so different.
No, I make sure they're the same length just for for practicality's
same
sake,
thickness as well. You can't have like a thicker sock than the other one because you walk in front of it.
But no, like just in terms of like different colors or blah, blah, blah.
You know what I do? I just get black socks. I just only operate with black or
I love socks with designs. Like I love socks with designs. It just doesn't really I don't really think about it when I put them on. And I think that's the same with like this character. It's like that says a lot about him. He's just kind of thinks about the practicality of it rather than the aesthetics of it. Tommy, you're shaking your head. You're like,
what are you doing with your socks? What's your sock game?
I don't wear socks.
I try not to wear socks. Barely, never. I try not to. I wear socks. No, it's too hot in California.
It's bad for the environment.
Our feet are good.
Phones.
I got to keep my feet. My toes are out all day. I love it.
But no, there's a bunch of good stuff in this. I really like. I think everyone's performance. I love Javier Bardem as his as his friend. Yeah, I think Javier Bardem
really
does.
A bright and ebullient. Like he is an opposite to Brad's character, who's very stoic and staid, and he's like bubbly and
he's
and so like. And that's a good balance, and I really appreciate the whoever crafted the characters because I think the characters were well articulated for a movie like this, and it's actually a long movie too. And so they had nice storylines, each one of them.
Yeah,
each one of them had a nice development
Idris.
cycle.
I hate that his last name is Idris because
and his mom was interesting.
Name. Yeah, his mom was great. I love their little dynamic as well. There's some good writing in here. There is some good writing. I think
the team principal and his wife, and also like the other technical director, and like they had more capacity to have bigger stories, but like it was nice that each of the mid-major characters had depth and like you could imagine they have a whole storyline that goes with them, like in another parallel universe.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm not going to say world building.
No, you're not.
I'm not going to say it today.
But like, is there anything else we want to get into, like, in terms of like positives about this movie? Because I'm going to get into the negatives.
One last thing, I love the location work. Like they had that track, that bicycle track at Monza where they were running around. Like they did good utilization of not like Paris and Rome and the same shit you see in every movies. It's like different cities on. Like I like that. And then please time.
And I think the pacing of this movie, this movie did not feel like 2.5 hours.
No,
to me, no, it was. It was exciting, and it got in and got out like in the right, in the right space. Like I think I was excited for most of it. Yeah.
I think this is the first movie in a while where I didn't pull my phone out. I just sat there and watched it. Yeah.
So did you love this movie, Tom, or were you like all in on this movie? Or
I wouldn't say I loved it. It's definitely it's definitely a movie. Like I enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching it. I didn't know anything about. I don't know anything about F1. I followed it perfectly fine. It explained everything.
There was a couple times. Like
everything was narrated to me perfectly. What I thought. I enjoyed everyone's performances. I hated. That's only one character I hated, and it was JP's
Pierce?
mom. I hated his mom.
Really?
Blaming Brad Pitt for doing that. JP didn't listen. That's why.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you didn't listen.
But obviously, should know that. But yeah, I mean, everyone played their part. I enjoyed the movie. The only thing is I'm watching it, and I have this immense sense of like missing out, and I think it's because as I'm seeing this, I'm like, which I didn't feel this way for Sinners. I didn't feel this way for Marty Supreme. I didn't feel this way for Begonia. But I'm sitting here, I'm like, I should have watched this in theaters. This is like a theater movie. Like this
IMAX.
The other movies are fine. This feels like a big movie that I need to see in theaters.
Yeah.
So that was where I was like, ugh, this sucks.
Well, when you said it, like I felt like I was missing out because I felt this.
Yeah, what were you missing out on?
I felt like I was missing out on like this experience as a sport, like F1.
Oh, no, I don't care about that.
Yeah, but I was watching it and I was like, this movie makes F1 seem so exciting. Like, why am I involved in this? And then I get to reality. I'm like, wow, this sport is so boring. But no,
that's what I kept thinking of too. When they're showing all the exciting parts, I'm like sitting there like, oh my god, this is crazy. I'm like, oh, this is not what it's going to be like the entire time you're watching.
Well, I mean, like that's why the Netflix series is so great because you could follow the whole season and in a way that's much more entertaining because you get all the behind the scenes and as long as you're not following it live.
Like, do they attach the camera to the cars and they follow them around and that sort of thing? Like, I want to know now. I might watch the show. I might actually.
I do like
the first epi and see.
I do like the portrayal. I mean, this is like, I guess you would say like a trope where you have the grizzled vet who comes in and has something to prove or is just there to do a job. Yeah. And he's teaching the arrogant rookies that don't know what to do.
It's literally Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah. Is it? Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah.
It's literally the same movie. But
and there's a chance for that to not go well or not work out well, but I think it works perfectly. I think the guy playing Joshua Pierce, is that his name?
Yeah. Damson Idris.
Yeah. He's fantastic. Right. I think he does a great job. Brad Pitt, obviously, as playing that jaded veteran, I think he does a fantastic job also learning from each other. I think they learn from each other a little bit too quick. Like they resolve their issues a little too quick, but I mean, there's only so much time.
Yeah.
And all these other
he's in the club and he pretends to lose to the guy so he can go bang Kate.
I knew he was going to do that. I knew he was going to do that.
That's me.
Yeah. I like that moment, but I don't like that scene. Here's what okay, I'm going to get into my big issues with this movie, right? My big issues, okay? So we talk about like writing and we talk about characters. I want to know, why do we care about these characters? When they come into the movie, why do we care about Why do we care about Brad Pitt's character? Why do we care about Dancing Idris' character? Like the movie establishes it, right?
Well, we care about Brad Pitt because we all know him for the last 40 years of our lives, and we like have an emotional. He's our friend. Like that's that's Brad. Hi, Brad. Like and you expect him to wave back because we've seen him so much, right?
Brad,
so like I'm immediately in. I feel comfortable because my friend Brad's here. No matter what, we're gonna be okay.
Yeah, but aside from that, like the way that they present this character in the movie, like we find out, he hasn't had a career for a long time. He's basically he's washed up. He has all of these issues. He has daddy issues. Like we see and they tell it all visually. Like you see it all. Like you don't need to be told. Like you see it all. So then why do we have a scene where Kerry Condon's character, like they've slept together, and then she comes out, and then we have this like 6-minute monologue where he explains his entire backstory. He explains everything. It happens like
she doesn't know it.
She opened up. She
doesn't need to.
She got him to open
work
up.
It out. She can work it, but it's just for
She's wearing this cute little cardigan sweater, though, JC. What are you talking about? They're on the balcony in Vegas, and they just had an amazing night, and he's had a bad dream, and she comes out and he finally feels safe enough in her love to open up.
It just feels so lazy. It feels like it's just for me, like the audience. Like, I'm too stupid to have gotten it, so they have to explain it. Like, he could have looked directly at the camera and gone, the reason is because my dad did this, and then they steal the I'm flying thing from Ford versus Ferrari. There's a scene in that movie where he sits by his son and he talks about like when I'm on the track and all the sound disappears and I'm flying and that's the perfect lap. But it's better in that movie because he's developing a relationship with his son. Like it establishes him and his son and you don't learn that about him up until that point. In this movie, we already know
with the lady he's going to bang when he's in England.
Yeah, but we already know this stuff. Like, we don't need to be told, right? That movie, it establishes it early, and it's about his relationship with the son. This movie, it's not. It's for us.
That scene's not about that, JC. It's about the connection between the two characters, and that's why they had
But we already knew that connection. We already got that. We don't need this. Like, you don't need to be told this.
She got him to actually feel better by opening up because now he can drive more clearly because he has somebody he can talk to now.
There's a better way to do it than going on a 6-minute monologue explaining your whole backstory.
Well, you can always do it better. Yeah, I agree
but that's not the only thing. There's other scenes. Like there's towards the end, the scene where his friend's like, oh, we're getting, maybe I could get you like some planes, some boats, like women, blah 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 blah. And he's like, stop! It's all noise. All of this is noise. The only thing that matters is the racing. I'm like,
that's fan service. That's just straight up fan service, right?
So that's every one of these movies, though.
Right. Ford versus Ferrari doesn't do that. I'm pretty sure Gran Turismo doesn't do that either. Like, I feel like everything that, all the morals of those movies are so natural compared to this movie where it just over-explains everything. There's the guy that...
It's just like audience service, they just want to sell more tickets and make people feel great. They don't want everyone to feel a little bad about it.
It's bad writing.
I agree with you. It's not good for cinema.
And it's the thing that all the Transformers movies does. Like, aside from the bad humor, all the Transformers movies do this bullshit. I feel like this is the thing. These are the things that Chris McQuarrie must have ironed out in the Top Gun Maverick script, because that movie's script is immaculate. And it doesn't have these issues either. The final line of the movie is he turns up at
what's it about?
Yeah, it is he's like, it's not about
money.
And then the guy says, JC, what's it about? And then he goes, and then it cuts to black. It's like,
he goes, and then he goes,
and I've written this line here. It's like, we can't win if we don't try. Like, I hate writing like this. It's
so. Win if we don't try.
What is it all about then?
Well, it's about competition, and it's
about the team. It's
doing
about
the thing. It's about his trade.
And that's what Idris, Dancing Idris's character, Joshua Pierce learns. He runs with his team. He does
Irish pussy.
It's about the love of the game. That's what it's about.
That too. It's a whole
love of the game.
That's a whole range of things. But yes,
the love of the game.
He's battling his own demons. I think it's really about for his character. He's really in a fight against himself. and he doesn't care about it, and that's why he keeps running from, like, he's on he's like wandering the earth, getting into adventures like at the end of Pulp Fiction or David Banner in the Incredible Hulk TV show with Lou Ferrigno. David Banner just wanders.
My con for this movie
Mad
is that
do you agree with me? Yeah. No,
I mean, I think those fit into tropes. Like, you know, like but you are right. They could have been written differently.
On the nose, yeah.
Journey. When he was like, it's all just noise, I like had to stop myself from rolling my eyes. I was like, really?
Yeah, like we could have learned that without him saying it. But yeah, go.
Yeah. But my con for this movie is that it just made me want to watch two movies that are similar, and I think it just kept like watching this movie reminded me of two movies that I think are just the same movie just put together, and I think it's Talladega Nights, the Ricky Bobby movie, and Tron Legacy. I think it's all this movie is.
Tron Legacy.
Mashup. Yeah,
I mean, I can see Tron Legacy.
Speed Racer, because that's
never seen Speed Racer. Never seen Speed Racer.
Oh, really? It's really good.
I didn't think
there's a lot of shots which I think do are attributed to Joseph, his shooting style, obviously, where it's just like, you know, his, like, we have Tron Legacy, these things are, you know, the cameras are zoomed around, it's panning, it's going from the side real quick, you know, they have these wide shots that like show like what, not the stakes, but like where we're at, stuff like that. And I really like those shots, so I really like them in this movie. But I do want to ask something for you film buffs here. For someone, let's just say this Aaron guy is writing the story, right? And he writes a scene. Brad Pitt drives his car recklessly from point A to point B, and he crashes 5 times. Does he add how it should look, or is that Joseph's job to interpret that and go, I think this is how it would look?
It's a collaboration. So like writers, they'll like, when you're like good script, like I'm talking about a good script, like he might not have done this. Like I would assume he didn't, because but a good writer, when they're writing a script, is literally painting the picture in your head. Like, so you you don't describe the camera shots unless you think it's essential, but basically you're just describing like the vibe of the picture that you want from the script. But again, we'll never know. We'll never know, because we weren't on set and we
storyboards.
It could have been, could have not been. It really depends on the writer-director relationship.
How good is it normal for a director to look at like, hey, this is how the scene should be, and for him to come in and go, no, that doesn't work, we should do it a different way? Yeah, that is common. I mean, the director is the end. Like the director is where the decision.
That's why
like
you pre-plan everything so meticulously. Like, this is the thing. When you're ready to film the fucking thing, you should have already planned everything to the end, because you're dealing with money too, and that's the thing. And you're dealing with a lot of other people who are very professional, who are not there to waste people's time and say like, oh, I don't like that. Let's just change the whole thing, and that's like $30 million in 2 weeks or whatever.
I also do believe in
plan. That's
I think plans are very important, but I do believe in creativity on the fly as well. Like, I do believe in like an actor figures out like that something isn't working. There's a really great behind the scenes of Superman, where the James Gunn movie, where what's his name, David Corenswet, he didn't really understand the moment, so he had to go backstage and he had to chat to James Gunn like for a little bit. He was trying to understand the moment, and then James Gunn had to explain to him, like, no, this is what it's meant to be going to. Like, this is what we've been leading up to. Like, this is all what it's all about. And then they go back and they do the thing, or they change it, blah, 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 blah. Like, it's always a collaboration. It's always
directors. It's really important, like you say, JC, for the director to work with the character, especially with motivation and backstory, and allow them to give them more opportunity to give you the best performance. You have to give them as much information as you can to inspire their own creativity, to like then put their coloring in the lines that you lay out. Because like the actor is actually coloring in between the lines. And like, if you're drawing beautiful lines, you make it easier and let them know that you can color is really good.
And it's really interesting that you talk about Tron Legacy now, because I actually wasn't thinking about Tron Legacy while watching this movie. No, but now like I'm thinking about the light cycle sequence, and I'm like, there's so many camera shots from that that's very similar.
And there was that shot I mentioned earlier a little bit, when they were driving, and I think it was during the Daytona when he won the Daytona 24-hour or whatever, when he's driving on the track and there's fireworks in the background shooting at night, and I'm like, this is 100%. This is Tron Legacy. It's the same thing.
And the camera's coming up from the ground almost, so it's like a weird. It almost looks like a OBS like overlay, like where they cut half the screen. Like I was watching 2001: A Space Odyssey the other day, and like seeing how they were doing like all those special effects in like the late 60s, right? Incredible. And it's just layers. It's just like we do in OBS. They just cut out, trim it, and then they cut it, and then they just cut out the part that doesn't fit, like on the moon.
Yep.
It's amazing. And like, but you can do that stuff today because all that stuff they were doing by manual, like by hand, with layers of film, right? Now we can do it digitally, so like there's no excuses for us. Like you can make something just as beautiful as 2001 with the stuff we have, and it's very inspirational.
So my main issues with this movie, like script wise, is it feels so like not conventional, but it feels like it's just taking from like it does. I feel like this movie doesn't do anything new at all. Like I was saying, that whole like him talking about like all the sound disappears and he's flying, like that's directly just taken from 4v Ferrari, just put in. There's he gets in the car and he can feel what's wrong with it, and he's able to he talks to the coach and he's like, we need to fix it for combat, etc. Again, straight from 4v Ferrari. Like that's literally what that character does in that movie. Like it's the exact same. But that was about a real guy. This one is obviously fictional, so I feel like, there's other things as well. Like I'm just trying to think. Like the whole, you were talking about the grizzled, the grizzled
veteran,
old veteran, like taking another man, like a young man under his wing.
Yeah,
that's exactly like. It's Cars 3. Like even Cars 3 does that. Like it's
sports ball.
It's been around forever, yeah.
Yeah, it's like Any Given Sunday has a storyline like that too, where they're an old veteran quarterback's trying to carry the young guys so he can like contribute, and the friction between, like it's interesting to have, like most of these stories you have a rival who's on the other team and he's wearing all black and he's trying to kill you. This is a rivalry where you're trying to like, you have to come together, and so like they can't just like hate each other. They have to actually unclench and become one in order for both of them to succeed. And it's a different take on rivalry, and I kind of like those storylines because it's not just like you have to kill your enemy, because in the real world, JC, you have to figure out a way to work with a lot of people that are not your enemy but like rivals, and so it's interesting. It's more complicated, like the real world.
Yeah, and I think, again, I've said it better. I've said it before. Like the stuff that really works in this movie that I think is like not new, but is kind of really well done, and is during the racing sequence and the drama between the characters and how that plays out on the field and everything. I think that stuff is all really well done, and I think that is like the star of this movie. But like overall, like the main structure of this movie, the main story, like it didn't do much for me because I've seen it 100 times before.
Yeah, there was no innovations in storylines in this one for sure.
Yeah, this isn't a Best Picture film.
I know. I don't think so. No.
Absolutely not.
And
that's why I don't like all these nominees, because I feel like they're bribing their way onto some of these lists because they know they're not going to win. I'm just being cynical.
This is a strong year. Like this is definitely a strong year, but there's way better movies that came out last year.
Just make it the 5 best. I don't need to have 9 movies.
I enjoyed this movie more than I thought I would. I really did. But when it was over, I was like, this wasn't a Best Picture.
No.
I enjoyed it. It just wasn't.
Yeah. I agree. But I had something in my head and then I lost it. It's gonna fly away. It's fine.
Goodbye.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I will say I think this is the second F1 film I've seen. The first one was Ron Howard's Rush with Chris Hemsworth.
Right.
I could not stand that movie. So this
like that movie?
I couldn't stand. I hated how that movie was written and played out. Like that movie, those characters were the thinnest characters like of all time, and like that movie felt like a music video like of races, like with no character at all. It felt like they put zero effort into that script. But
I feel like this is the popular movie that they know that people who don't usually watch the Oscars might tune into the Oscars because they love F1 racing. Is that crazy?
Yeah, but this movie clears that bar at least. Like this movie's a lot of fun. Definitely. Yeah.
But it's not better than Ford versus Ferrari, which I don't have a problem nominating because is the way.
I thought that movie was fantastic.
Like this is like almost like nominating Gran Turismo.
Yeah, I liked Gran Turismo. I thought Gran Turismo was probably on this level. And you can make the same case.
You can make the same case for this. But then you say like, well, Sony just like got it in there if they were doing it that way, right? And so like I don't know.
It's just disappointing because I feel like there were so many. There's so many more innovative movies. Like again, I keep singing the praises of 28 Years Later, but I thought that movie did so much interesting stuff. Eddington. I watched Eddington recently. I thought that movie was fantastic, Prag. I'm with you on
much better than this movie.
Much better than this movie. Yeah, I agree. It's unfortunate. I don't understand why this movie was nominated. I guess. The Academy really liked Brad Pitt. I don't know. I don't have an explanation. I think Eddington was too controversial for them. I guess.
No, they probably said it's too much like the other three. It's too much like Begonia in some way. It's dark like that. It's also
way better than Begonia.
One Battle After Another is very political. I feel like there wasn't enough space for Eddington and One Battle After Another for some reason because they both talk about alt-right issues and modernity in almost like a more surrealist way. And like I feel like they were occupying the same territory. But if you're going to nominate a movie, I think Eddington deserved it.
By the way, you will love Eddington. You will love Eddington.
It's a banger.
I don't like Ari Aster movies.
No, but you will like this one because it's all about like that conspiracy theory, like all of that stuff. Yeah. That's what it's all about. And it's
all conspiracy series.
Wait a minute. It dives right into it all.
Wait a minute. It should be called Q the movie. Hold on. It's also scary and creepy.
We're selling you on.
I'm back in.
Yeah, I think you'll really like it.
That's all it's about. I should have told you. I should have led you with that.
You should have led with that.
Yeah,
it's all like paranoid delusions, and there's like a cult leader that comes and like it's all, I don't know. You
will love
crazy shit that happens. So they're like, oh my god, I can't believe that shit just happened.
That sounds like Far Cry 5 the movie.
I was watching it. I was like, this might be Time's favorite movie.
Goddamn,
it's not like any other Ari Aster movie at all, other than the fact that it's like a flu dream. Movies, it's a COVID dream.
I mean, Begonia was conspiracy coded a little bit.
Yeah, but no, this movie does a way better job than that movie.
Hold on.
This movie does a way.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed this Eddington, and I didn't expect to enjoy it as much as I did, and I really fuck with it.
Let's get back to F1.
Not F1.
Let's get
Shall we sum up?
I think so.
Well, I mean, we are planning to do an Oscar special, and so everyone who's watching, please
force my way.
That.
That's
going to be in a couple weeks. Do we know?
Yeah. Well, we'll figure out the dates.
We're working on it.
There's speaking of
Oscars,
sum
this one.
There's I was just looking up. I don't know what the hell's looking up right now on Google, whatever it was. But it here it is. I was looking up F1, and then it gave me a listing of showtimes where I live, and I'm like, well, that's not right. It's not in theaters. I would have went and saw it. What the hell? And I clicked on it, and it's in the future. And I guess there's two Regal movie theaters in my area that are going to be doing 10 straight days of all the Best Picture Oscar movies. And they're half. I don't know. Actually, I think it's a third of the price. It's $8 per movie. And you just go and see. So the last movie, I was like looking. I was like, should I go see Begonia in theaters and all this stuff like that? And then the last one on the last day, which is March 15th, so the day before the Oscars, I think, is Frankenstein.
Oh,
you should go see that. You should go see that.
Thinking about it.
I don't want to see it because everyone tells me it's not good, and I like Guillermo del Toro. I don't want to see something that's going to make me not like Frankenstein and Guillermo
I thought it was good. So I think
I will see it.
JC liked it.
Yeah, it's the second half of the movie is fantastic. The first half it takes a little while, but like as soon as Jacob Elordi gets to cook, it's like incredible.
All right, I'm definitely going to see all the.
You didn't like the design of the monster, right? You said.
No, I like the design.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Yeah. I like the design.
Don't forget about Train Stories.
Yes,
Train Dreams.
Train Dreams.
Train Dreams.
So anything.
Let's get
Trains.
Train Trains.
Yeah. You picked Sentimental Value. You didn't pick Train Dreams, Prag. So.
I know, but you can still watch it on your own time if you want to like do the Oscar special. It's probably important that you see like the major contenders.
No, I agree.
It's on Netflix.
I'm going to watch them all.
It's not long. All right,
So
gotta catch them
yeah,
all.
I'll start off. I didn't love this movie. I liked it. I think Joseph Kosinski does a really good job with like directing this film, and like the racing sequences and just like the drama between the characters is really well presented and really well done. I think this movie is held back by kind of like a weak script that needed a few more drafts, needed to excising some lines. That and some of the humor I felt was kind of off in this movie. It was kind of goofy, like Aaron Kruger likes to do. So Hollywood, stop hiring him. But unless he gets better,
you're never going to see the end of him. He's going to be in everything now because of all those nominations.
I know.
Failing upwards
after McQuarrie fixed his script. But no, it's fine. I love Christopher McQuarrie's writing. So like I'm and that movie is like fully like you can tell he wrote it. But no, I love a lot of this movie and I dislike a lot of this movie. I think Brad Pitt's kind of off in some places, but overall I had a fun time. I think it's pretty good. It's not as good as Ford versus Ferrari. It's about the same as Gran Turismo. It's better than Rush. I'll give it a 65.
All right. Okay, I'm just making a note. This movie is very like if you're an F1 fan, you're gonna love this movie, and like you're gonna really be probably the fourth time you watch it, you're gonna fast forward to the race scenes, and that's probably what you're there for. The rest of it is very competent, and like I feel like the major actors do a very nice job, and it was well cast, and there's nothing like there's some like cringy lines, but not total cringy scenes. And so this is very yeoman. This is very market friendly, right? This is a movie that Apple probably would put right on their, they did put it on right on their streaming service right when it came out because they know it's going to get people to subscribe to Apple. It's a movie for the families. Like the sex scene that they have with Brad and Condon could have been explosive and it could have been great.
Yeah.
And there was nothing. And it was just like a kiss and a fucking fadeaway. This movie was made for bringing your kids and like, you know, it's a very safe movie. I really enjoyed the action scenes, but like, you know, I give it a 66. It's not a Best Picture nominee. And Brad, I did enjoy your performance.
Yeah, time.
I just want to say, Brad, I love you. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep playing the same character.
Stop abusing your wives.
He's not married right now, is he?
No, but
okay.
Do you have to read a statement? Did you read a statement before this one, JC?
No, he didn't. He didn't.
Well, that means he condones domestic violence.
That's how it works. That's how it works. Yeah, I like this movie. It kept my interest. I thought all the performances were solid. I don't know. I can't say anything bad about this movie except that it made me want to watch other movies that are not even in the same genre that just contain racing. But I thought it was fine. I'll probably never watch this again. Action was great. Cinematography, the directing was fantastic. There were lines that made me roll my eyes or just like, okay, this stereotypical, you know, just this type of movie lines. But yeah, I think for the most part, I enjoyed this movie. I have to agree with everyone. It's definitely not a Best Picture nominee. It would be a pretty good nominee. Not Best Picture, a pretty good picture.
Can we all agree it's better than Green Book, though, which won?
We agree with that.
Okay. I hated Green Book. So yeah, you're not going to get. I don't know. Fucking.
Me too. I hated
anyone likes that movie. It was so ass.
Yeah, it was ass.
Go watch Green Book after this time, and then
ass the movie.
It won Best Picture. You'll be shocked. But yeah,
that's crazy.
Go on.
So yeah, I'm going to give it a ranking of a 75. No, actually no. 83 because I said that F1 a lot. They said F1 a lot. That's a lot of points.
Okay.
That's 3 points.
Yeah. They said it a lot of times. That's an easy title to say, though. Does it detract if it's an easy title to say? Like, I feel like you get more points if it's a difficult title, like Pirates of the Caribbean.
They don't say Pirates of the Caribbean all the time.
No, I'm saying
harder.
If you have,
yeah.
If it's a harder title, then you get more points.
If it's a harder title, and they say
and they make it work.
That's 100. That's 100.
And they make it work as well.
Perfect movie right away.
Yeah.
Also, W product placement from Apple. Just crazy.
What about the Lewis Hamilton product placement of just him?
Just him, yeah. Just taking his mask off and just have like the braids.
Oh
so
my
funny.
God, yeah.
I was like,
I did see
so much product placement. Everything. The watches, the cars, everything. The drinks.
Oh,
like so seamless.
Teacups.
Flame pointed that out too when you know they're sitting there racing, and Flame's like, I hate the way the cars look. It's just nothing but ads all over it. And I'm like, this is I hate I don't hate, but I like soccer. I like watching soccer here and there, but I hate their kits. I hate the way their uniforms look, because like the teams are like right here, and then everything else is an ad, and I just hate it. I hate it so much.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But my Aston Villa jumper looks good. Can't deny that. What was I going to say? I did. My boy, Oscar Piastri, he did get a cameo. He got like one shot in the movie. He's the Australian F1. He's the only Australian F1 driver at the moment. He's like top 3. He's in the top 3. He's McLaren.
There's a weird scene at the end when JP's leaving, and a guy shows up to him and he goes, "Hey, if you ever want to get into a different to race a different car, let me know. We'd love to have you." And I think we're supposed to know who that is, and I don't know who that is.
I don't know who it is.
Right. I think it's like a famous like race car driver or something.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it felt weird, didn't it? It just came out of nowhere.
And he's like, "All right, see you later." And I'm like, I don't.
But then again, that's just like Cars when he rejects the blue team, like the you know, like it's exactly the same ending as Cars, where he's like Dynaco's like, you could come with us, and you know you could make a good racer. And he's like, no, I'm gonna stick with my scrappy team, like my my family. It's like it's the same movie.
That's common.
They don't want to like
that happens. Yeah,
Aaron, you can do better than this. Aaron, I believe in you.
A fast casual meal. It's like a hamburger at Chili's. It's like reasonable. It's okay. It's not. It's better than McDonald's, but it's not as good as like homemade. But it's like okay.
We could do better.
We could do better, but
Ford v Ferrari was better.
Fine.
Like that's what I'm saying. Ford v Ferrari was way better and way better.
I'm not gonna argue on that.
Yeah.
And like,
I need to watch. I need to watch Ferrari, the one with Adam Driver. I've heard that movie's good as well. That was directed by Michael Mann.
Adam Driver you shouldn't see is the one about Versace. That's a fucking horrific performance.
You mean Gucci?
Or Gucci, not Versace.
Gucci?
Yeah, House of Gucci. Have you seen that?
You know what you shouldn't see Adam Driver in is Megalopolis.
It's so bad.
Megalopolis.
Awful.
I have to see that. You want to see Megalopolis. Like, do you see the House of because Gucci, like it is so funny.
I've heard Jared Leto.
Accents are so bad.
I remember Flame watching it, and I'm just like looking at it, and I'm like, "What the fuck are you watching?"
Isn't there a scene where Jared Leto like he goes and then it cuts to like an engine sound or something like?
Well, the thing is, like, they were trying to do accents, and it didn't really come off that great. They should have just hired real Italians.
Yeah.
And, like, film it in Italian, and then have subtitles.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're doing a film about Italian people, let them speak Italian. It's going to be beautiful, and you can read it. You're going to be fine. But listen, they kind of, like, wanted to cross
maybe I'll like the movie, because, listen, I support Italiophobia. It's okay. Italiophobia is fine. Well,
it's a vibe still. Like you get to see the cool art and stuff, and all like the house's like most secret artistic manifestations. But
do you guys want to know what we're doing next week?
Yeah, I was asking that. What are we doing next week?
Find out.
What are we doing Friday? What's Friday?
Well, we already know we're doing Friday, but
Train Dreams.
Sentimental value.
Sentimental Train Dreams.
But next week we have a guest for Yapping About Movies on Saturday.
Do we?
Yeah, we have a guest. We have Joey Quadara. He is another friend of mine that I met at film school. I've collaborated with him with Dark and Lance on the Zomboys streams, on the Call of Duty Zomboys streams. He is a Call of Duty Zombies just like genius. Like he just knows everything about that those fucking games. But no, he's another thing that I discovered about him after I saw a movie named Saw 10 is that he is a massive Saw fan. And so Saw is a film series that I have a soft spot for. That some of them are really bad, but there's others that are pretty good. it really depends which one that you're watching, but overall, they're just a fun experience to go through.
Mm-hmm.
One is banger.
He has selected James Wan's Saw from 2000 and...
But the first one?
The first one.
No, this
yes.
is the
He's chosen the first one. Yes, he's picked the first Saw. That's
great.
What we're watching next week.
That ending though in the first one, so fucking good.
Yeah,
so good.
We'll get into it. But
what a magnificent!
He's very he's very excited to talk about it. He's a great
that
friend
game
of
is
mine.
movie straight video games too.
But no, I'm excited to talk about it. I'm a fan of the Saw series, not because I think all of them are great, but I think it's an interesting little.
I've only seen the first two.
See the traps.
You haven't seen the first two? Okay.
It's the first two, yeah.
Well, you can skip a lot of them. I heard the reboot was really good. The one with Chris Rock was actually very confident, but no.
No. Spiral's no good. It had potential, but it's really bad.
Which one was supposed to be the good one that they made
Saw
more
10.
Recently?
Yeah, Saw X.
Okay. I don't think I saw that one.
That one's really good, and I'd love to talk about it at some point, but I think we'd have to go through.
What's the one with where the girl gets pushed into the
needle pit? That's Saw 2. That's Saw 2.
And then
there's so many crazy scenes in this. There's always 4 crazy traps in each one that you kind of have to see.
Yeah.
And the really good one, the really good one is Saw 6. For some reason, they decided to get really based and cook with that movie, then they went to shit again. And then they made Saw X, which is good again. I think there's three really good ones.
That would be a fun series for us to go through all the Saw movies.
I'd love to.
We could do a Golden Banana Saw episode 2 with traps and shit, right?
But I think Joey, from what I understand about Joey, he'll probably want to come back and do Saw 2 and 3 and 4.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
But no,
I'm
excited. Let's do that. This has been fun, guys. Talk about F1. Go watch the Banana Musical. I'm very excited.
You have to watch it next
Saturday,
March 7th, Saturday. This is the final week we're putting together. I think we're almost going to be done. It's going to be the first ever musical on Twitch, and it's all original story.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very proud that
directed
by how far we've come.
Directed
by your man's, written, directed. And fucking I've been slaving over this for actually months. I didn't wait 2 weeks to do it. I've been working on this for a long time. So now we're chilling and actually can put the nice finer points on. Tomorrow we have a big recording day where Time is my engineer. We're gonna come in. I'm gonna record my stuff. We're gonna do his stuff. We're gonna maybe do some extra stuff. Maybe try some shit. And just we're gonna spend some time. We got to get Bagger in there. We got to get Ram back in for his rethink. But I'm really proud of I want to shout out Corey Lazat for his performance of Hurt.
No, he's really good. Actually really good.
Okay,
really good.
He over-delivered. He keeps telling me he can't sing, he can't dance, he's singing and dancing very nicely, especially in the opening. Listen, this show is gonna beat expectations, and I'm gonna be very excited to see what everyone thinks. I really think it's going to beat expectations, and that's what I love to do. Yes.
I have a question. How much of the show is going to be pre-recorded, and how much of the show is going to be live?
Only the musical numbers. Only musical numbers are pre-recorded. Everything else is going to be I have the story, tent poles, and for each scene, there's 3 acts with about 2 or 3 scenes, and there's 6 musical numbers between 6 and 8 when I'm finally done. The lines are all improv.
Are the musical numbers have they been dubbed over, or are they doing it is it on camera? Ooh,
not only is it
we're lame
recorded live,
shit.
It's not only recorded live. I'm actually doing the visuals live. I have triggers, so when they sing certain parts of the song, I'm there live changing the background.
That's awesome.
It's not pre-recorded. There's no green screens. There's no AI. It's 100% assets that I've found visually and
me the thumbs up.
Respun. And they're all these musical, because we knew it was going to be so hard to do choreography and singing on a live basis for a musical. We wanted to make them dream sequences. So each song is going to have visuals based on what's in the mind of the artist performing them. And I think it's going to be fucking sick.
That's cool. That's awesome. You're lame-ising it. It. That's amazing.
I don't want to give any spoilers away, but there's I just want people to check it out, and you're gonna be pleasantly surprised, and we have to make sure we land the plane too.
Yeah.
I think we're very close though, because like things are going well as far as the recording, and we know what we want to do. I do want to like freshen up that Rizzler scene a little bit, or like figure out how.
Is this the season finale? Is this the first season finale?
Yeah.
This is the final.
This is like our senior thesis. I like to think of this as our final report to see if we can matriculate. See, I said it again, to the next grade, in 2 weeks. And this is like, I want to show everyone what we've learned, and like not only in making this show, but in several years of improv and directing. And like this is the first thing I really could say I've directed that is a thing. So this is my.
I feel like I'm interviewing you about this now, but is this? Are there like season 2? Is there already stuff like talks happening? Yeah. Is there already discussions?
It's gonna happen 2 weeks from the next show. We're no breaking. We're gonna have a huge celebration where we're gonna watch an edited version of the whole series on Lance from Saints.
Yeah, it's March 22nd, so March 23rd, I think, for you.
Is he going to release the full thing as well? Like,
definitely put it on YouTube. I want to definitely have the musical as a standalone on YouTube and have everything accessible. So,
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, we're proud of the work we put in. It's a lot of work, and like we try really hard, and like we want to make things from scratch as much as possible, and like there's no fucking tricks. We don't all sing great, but like we're just gonna sing, and like we're not gonna overdub or like do all that shit. It's just like a high school musical, really, and it's just like a community event, and I love it. It's great for spirit and art.
I'm gonna bring it up again, and not everyone could sing on Les Miserables, and that movie still got nominated for Best Picture. So that's
we're gonna sing better. We're gonna punch over our weight when it comes to singing. Lance definitely sang better than he should.
Don't ever sing again, but
I've been practicing singing for months and months.
He's awful at singing.
He has his own band.
He's so bad in that movie as a singer, but that movie still.
The cool thing about this, and I'll say one last thing: it's the only attempt at a musical on Twitch. Not only the first, it's the only attempt. Yeah. So, and actually, the fact that it's an original beats Ratatouille, which was on TikTok, which had millions of dollars of budget and all kinds of amazing equipment. And I love that they did that, but that was not original. This is all from the fucking dome, and like with my friends, and like this is amazing. I'm excited. And we've been trying to, this has always been the goal to keep, and then we want to keep doing things. This isn't like, okay, we did it, we're done. Now this is like we learn from that, and then we do something even bigger or like the same level.
And I helped.
Absolutely.
Have you guys heard?
Because time is integral in all of these projects. Because like this is the thing. Like he's gonna be there on time, and when I hit him on a DM, he's gonna hit me back. And like there's like either like Corey's always going to be on time, but like he might not hit me back on DM, and like some people might not be on time. So like you need people like that.
Every episode is a lot to deal with. But this one is gigantic. So I wanted to try as for the little knowledge that I have here and there, I did want to try to help offload some of that work from Prag, because he is doing a lot. So I hope that I'm helping a little bit take some of that workload off you with the backgrounds and some of the audio issues, so it does go smooth,
Yeah, because like it's hard to record myself, and because it'll show me triggering the scene and stuff. And like I could do it, but I want to make sure the art. This is the other thing: we have to make sure the visuals, the audio balance has got to be elite, as good as we can make it. Like, and we spent a lot of time with Lance and Ram to balance the levels. Because like it's very, and also you have to understand they're running a karaoke on Video Ninja, and then like we have to like have headphones like next to us so we can hear the song, but we don't want to like show them, and so like we have to use Bluetooth, and sometimes there's delays, and so we have to like get the syncing right, and so like that's the key, so we don't ruin immersion for the audience.
And you guys can't come together because you're all in different places, right? So have you?
There's a way to do that, though. We could do that.
Yeah. Have you heard of a band called Superorganism? Are you aware?
No.
Okay. So basically, they're a band that formed online, and they were all in all different places, like
I've seen
like
those
Japan,
guys.
Australia,
oh wow,
UK. They're a band, so they would record separately, and then they'd send the audio track to the next person, and then they'd add their signature, and then they'd send the next person.
Well, that's a great idea
signature.
because we could actually do a duet. We could actually do a duet as long as like time runs it from his side. It'll be synced with me because we have sung duets and stuff in the past on different shows and stuff. So maybe we do something for Rizzlers where we do a duet or something. If we have a lot of time, I mean, maybe we find something. Like, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, I only bring it up because that's what this collaboration reminds me of. It feels like a super organism. It feels like from all different parts. From all different parts of the world coming together, like collaborating.
I don't know anyone even bothering to try narrative scripts or narrative series or narrative anything one-offs. I don't see anybody trying to do a play. I don't see anyone try to even like do Our Town. And so I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why aren't you guys like trying? Because like it's doable. All this stuff is very doable. I think that's what we learned. Time is like we can do a lot. You can do a lot more on here than you think. Like you can make a sitcom. Yeah. You could really make a sitcom every week if you wanted because you have the technology and like it's possible.
I mean, the Ratatouille musical like proved that, like proof of concept, like that you can do it. Like it just it takes the creativity and gusto and
getting the skills together to learn how to do all the OBS and the integrations. And that's a good thing about having a team. It's because we all know things that other people don't know.
Absolutely.
And we all have like different levels of skill, and like our job is to help everyone learn what we know. In my view, it's like try to bring everyone up to our level and not try to like stay up here and like dictate down here. I want everyone to be able to be speaking at this point where they're and then they're like Ram's making a musical next, or whatever, or whoever, or whatever he wants to make. Maybe he wants to make a horror movie or a sitcom or whatever, and then like he can do it now because he's seen it and he knows how to do it.
What was that? Someone screaming in the background?
It's MJ. Yelling it's her birthday.
She's meowing at you.
Her birthday.
You better get back to that time. You better get back to celebrating.
Are they going to get special treats or what? We're having a party for Pan Pan tomorrow. It's going to be the great Garfield.
Oh, hello.
There's the birthday girl.
On my stream. Tweety. She looked like Olive.
Birthday party for all the cats tomorrow on Pragpro stream. It's going to be
Look at her.
The Great Gatsby theme. Make sure you guys dress up in your best. You think I'm joking?
Olive selected me.
I already have the sets
in a similar way. That's so cute. Okay, well,
this has been sent on it.
It's so much fun.
And now the mother wouldn't touch it, and that's why she's bad.
Go play Resident Evil Requiem. Go play it. It's amazing.
Oh my god,
it's amazing.
PlayStation 5 keeps turning off on me. I can't play anything. I'm so crazy.
Before I do, but yes,
bye everybody. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Banana, the musical March 7th.